Hello there. You're watching Star Television Network on Channel 21. This I welcome you to the bulletin of our local news for the hour with me, Adamasila. First, the headlines. Residents of constituency 118 in the eastern part of Freetown have endorsed Adams Bangura to run for the seat of Member of Parliament under the symbol of the ruling All People's Congress Party. Abu Salah, a youth leader for the APC symbol, to lead constituency 128 as their substantive Member of Parliament, has donated cash to dig a well at Kanu Town Community, New Englandville, following the persistent cry by residents to bring safe drinking water to their community. Since the call of youth participation resonates in every corner of a sector, Ibrahim Sanko, a vibrant youth in constituency 121, officially declares for the symbol of his party, the APC, for a seat in parliament. Our sport news will also form part of the local news bulletin for this hour. Those were the headlines, so now for the news in detail. Adams Bangura has declared his intention to run for the parliamentary seat in constituency 118 under the symbol of the All People's Congress Party. At a well-attended event at the local Site 2 community field, Adams was endorsed by traditional as well as religious leaders. My colleague Lamin Mansari was in attendance and he files in this report.
Residents of constituency 118 Eastern Freetown have endorsed Adams Bangura to run for the seat of Member of Parliament under the symbol of the ruling All People's Congress Party. Speaking at a well-attended ceremony at the local Site 2 community field, Chief Hajayabon Pose Kaba, on behalf of the traditional leaders in the constituency, said they have no doubt that Adams Bangura, whom she referred to as their son, will be a very good parliamentary representative based on his qualifications and contribution not only to the constituency but to the country as a whole. She said that they are therefore calling on the hierarchy of the party to award the symbol to Adams Bangura, who will be able to mobilize the APC support in the community and ensure the landslide victory in the March 2018 elections.
Politics they go up. You know to do now put yourself there. This people in mama and put yourself down. And why put yourself down? Who is that?
In his statement, Adams thanked the people for coming out in what he described as a show of endorsement of his candidacy and support to the All People's Congress Party in readiness for the March 7, 2018 elections. He said he is in the race to aspire for the party's symbol for the parliamentary seat because he believes he can do better by providing the much-needed leadership and engagement to the constituency, better representative, and contribute to nation building.
I turn up Naya today for several reasons. Somebody go want to know what actually drive me into politics, for going to frontline politics. Me a seasoned administrator, where if you will ask, you will say, well, you don't need to take politics though, because there are so many other ways we can achieve things. Granted. But when you are faced with the situation where the Americans, they call it the urgency of now, that when the lives of your people is threatened, believe me, you will forget about every other privilege when you get and decide, say, it's about to take upon that challenge and get the sacrifices that's involved in it to make you help the people.
Adams Bangura further went on to state that he has been providing support to education, youth empowerment, and community service, as well as providing food and non-food items to affected families during the Ebola outbreak. He committed himself to engage and consult the people and get them involved in the governance process if he is awarded the symbol and elected to parliament.
The days of no cure, babu eat are gone. Now the people will ask for answers. USA now yesterday I declare, who say you've been there when we have gone for voters there for men and go collect their ID cards, when me now the other person who mobilize people back and go within the constituency and say, others for the same, oh now go collect my ID card. Who say una begin?
Ask them the question, now they go answer.
Now we power don't come. Now they make them for say, we don't know some of the things that we don't do. What I will tell you now say, that while you want for voting and they do, the people then they don't tell me a different answer. When I see the people then, when can I act today? That's a clear statement of endorsement. And say, the stakeholders that will get their constituency, they say now others for the background and they want possible.
Ofotina, as he is fondly called, is believed to be the people's choice and leading the race for the APC party symbol in the constituency 118, ahead over the other 5 aspirants. Reporting for Star Television, compiled by Amadou Lambranaba. I am Lamin Mansare in Freetown.
Abu Salah, a youth leader aspiring for the APC symbol to lead constituency 128 as the substantive member of parliament, has donated cash to dig a well at Kano Town Community New England View, following the persistent cry of a resident to bring safe drinking water to their community. Here is Ali Sunta Kumara with the details.
Abu Salah, a youth leader aspiring for the APC symbol to lead constituency 128 as their substantive member of parliament, has donated cash to dig the first water well at Kano Town Community New England View, following the persistent cry by residents. From the installation of waterborne pipe at Lower Tengbe Town to the paving of classes at the Wilberforce Municipal School, including the building of 2 giant bridges at Gwent Art Community, the developmental strides taken by Abu Salah has known no bounds, entering out to reach places. Kano Town is set to benefit from the wind of change, with the location to dig a well being identified. While the Imam at Masjid Sabirin, Sheikh Amadou Sise, was speaking, he said they have never received anybody from outside the community on purpose to help residents get safe drinking water. He prayed that Abu Salah is considered for the symbol to help with more development, thanking him and hoping that goodwill ambassadors will copy and replicate this example in other communities.
We not ever get anybody so far. We will say they assist we in this kind of way for make we get water in this community. This sector also will be when a Kanuto. So automatically we brother come we Mr. Abu Bakar Sila. Then we can't tell we put in an intention. Then instead of for cooperate with we, only we will make a development in the community. Then this development here, so the people in this community, we don't inform them and we don't tell them, and then say they're happy, they appreciate. We say we will appreciate her, and we pray that they'll make it get the symbol, and not only the symbol, they'll make it get the goal we wish for, we need to see and go na parliament.
On his part, Abu Salah said he considered the need to construct a well at Kano Town based on the studies he had conducted with people's cry directing to the lack of pure water in that part of New England View.
I be making a commitment based upon where I look the area, the community. I say I need to do something here. And what come, the commitments I make, I say, because the people make priorities. They identify certain areas, then pinpoint on this water, where like the community, the surrounding people here can get water from, like especially in the season. And here being a water point, me self thought and fit say, for the fact that I don't do massive developmental programs, especially in areas like Gwent, I build 2 bridges, and I don't go with pump water, double-headed pumps and Tembe Town APC field to be precise. Then I don't do beaucoup other developmental programs, sporting activities, youth-related activities, and market woman and business. Believe say by the grace of God, the leadership of my party and APC believe in the people's choice, the people's majority. Possibly they seek the interest of the majority, like where the party when we believe in they seek the interest of all and sundry. I believe say with all the other things they want to do so, you know, the big one there will consider me as the right man for constituency 128. And when they give me I will assure the party say I will give a resound victory to APC from president, mayor, parliament to mayor side and councillor by the grace of God.
As APC stalwart end effort to give in symbol to the required candidate this week, residents of constituency 128 are bracing up to throw support behind Abusila for onward development in the months and years to come. For Star TV News, Ali Kamara reporting.
Since the call for youth participation resonates in every corner of the sector, Ibrahim Sanko, a vibrant youth in constituency 121, is officially declares for the symbol of his party, that's the All People's Congress Party, for a seat in Parliament. My colleague Sarah Kali has the details and she now tells us more.
Many aspirants vying for symbols in their parties to get a seat in the House of Parliament have been banking on party allegiance and using it to advocate to their constituents. Ibrahim Sanko, a vibrant youth in constituency 121, officially declares for the symbol for his party, the All People's Congress, for a seat in Parliament, citing strides made in youth participation, child education and protection as his pillars. Ibrahim Sanko forwarded that as a member of his community, he has been making developmental strides for his community to achieve its utmost potential.
One of the aspirants, we don't get anybody there now. Another no minister connection, another nothing absolutely. The only connection I get, now God and all the people there. You see, this is a clear picture where we show say, you know, now the right person where the people they want. Now you don't come on board. So like I see the kind of crowd, you know, the kind of support we I get, that don't show a clear picture, you know, so the party say, so that the people they want and for give the symbol. People they don't see, you know, I don't start so many development there. So in that case, if you don't make a good symbol, I will fight them very hard for let me party will win the presidential seat, and also for like I fight them hard and try for develop the consistency.
Members of the community endorsed Ibrahim Sanko in light of his role in the community.
I'm a Kalekam, Namanwe, from where they get flag bearership, the honorable councillor will come up again. We never get any honorable we get the mind to come up with the camp at your age, once to the government age. When we look to the one the way where the people elect, we don't give power to just wait to elect. We can't enforce somebody to people the way to elect.
Well, the man has seen progress, Look the pump where don't start for make So don't begin see progress. Now go out with the get water. It can't be see. I say even people and I go out and they get and they can't make pump for now. And not 3 days so they don't begin be like. While the government can't be like now we what they say democracy now we the people them. Now we get democracy for the people and the people. For the people.
The closing date for the submission of names for all aspiring members of parliament on their various political parties is on the 10th of January 2018 as stipulated by the National Electoral Commission. Sarah Kale reporting for Star.
While viewers are still watching the news bulletin here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. Before we round up the bulletin for this hour, we join our sports correspondent for today's sporting updates.
Thanks to Adam Asila in the studio for some sporting news. It's about cricket for today's news. Coming up, the Sierra Leone female cricket team is in preparation for the second edition of the West African Cricket Tournament to be hosted in Ghana. According to the organizers, preparation is on the way for the Sierra Leone team to depart the country. My colleague Alison has been following the developments of the training session of the female team at the Kingston Oval in our report.
As Sierra Leone moves from affiliate to associate member of the International Cricket Council, the burden has come hard upon the gurus of the country's cricket body as efforts to seek for permanent or a fairly playable oval and galvanize the required resources to improve the state of the game are falling to test. Rummaging through the school cricket scheme and identifying promising talents from the Super League and the Under-19 tourney are the new hopes to equal the task at hand. Now that Ghana has got the green light to receive funds from ICC to finance the hosting of the second edition of the annual tournament, the chairman of the country's cricket body, Birisfor Bonskoka, is looking forward to the prospect of testing the nation's new collection of determined girls who are in top gear to defend title. He believes that Sierra Leone has the fortitude to sail through the stormy sea. Sierra Leone will compete against Nigeria, the Gambia, Mali, Cameroon, Morocco, and host country Ghana for the envied spot to bring home a laurel that represents their hard-earned feat. Before this foreign bailout, the Ghana annual tournament had suffered 3 decisive procrastinations following financial hindrance and hosting doubt. Even during that time, the Botswana female cricket tournament that shoved in for October fell through for the same reasons. But from a dusty oval to the struggle to add glory to their pedigree, the family of cricket has made a name both for themselves and for the country at large. For this reason, the Ministry of Sport should be able to look inward for a more realistic solution to help put together a peaceful sport. For Star TV Sport, Ali Kamara reporting.
Thanks to Ali Santa for that report on cricket. We hope that the female team will defend the championship they won last year in the Gambia as the first team to win the Northwest African Cricket Tournament. Away from cricket, in the international team, Man City Football Club continued a good run in the English Premier League after they succeeded against Watford. It was indeed a good performance for Man City Football Club after we saw Raheem Sterling got the first goal in the 37 seconds. That's equivalent to 1 minute for Man City. They are on the verge of winning the Premier League if they continue with the good runs in this year's competition. That's all for sports for today's edition. Back to you, Adam Asila in the studio.
And that's all we have in our local news bulletin file for the hour here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. I am Adam Asila. Thanks for watching. Just stay with us. Keep watching Star TV. The weather forecast is up next.